What's happening, YouTube? Anthony on Power Rangers Lost Galaxy fan film with a brand new Lost Galaxy 2014 review on Hasbro's Marvel Legends Spider-Man retro carded figures, because again, this is the first time I'm actually doing retro carded Marvel Legends, since Hasbro has been doing that for a while, and there's just so many of these retro carded Marvel figures I do want to start collecting, because it is very much of a throwback to how action figure packaging was, especially from my youth and those before me, of course. And for them to do a Marvel Legends Francine Frye Electro, for instance. Now, I've been wanting to get my hands on a Marvel Legends Spider-Man of this type since 2020, with the likes of some of their Marvel Legends Spider-Man figures, especially ones based on the animated series of the like, and especially with the Marvel Legends Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy figures, and any other Spider-Man animated series, Marvel Legends in this kind of packaging. And of course, there have been plenty of Spider-Man No Way Home Marvel Legends and Across the Spider-Verse Marvel Legends in this kind of style, and all the other Marvel figures, because there's like, now they're doing Marvel Legends in different variations of boxes and doing some that are based on classic comic book ones, while like the newer boxes are like for their movie and video game appearances, like Gameverse, like Spider-Man 2, for instance. And so Electro Francine Frye edition. Now, female Electro, this is a first, because then again, we do have a gender bent Dr. Octopus running around, and her name is Dr. Olivia Octavius from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So we have Francine Frye Electro. So what's her deal? So if we turn to the back of the card, the packaging of the card, it says, when Francine Frye absorbs the power of Electro, she uses the ability to manipulate electricity to transform from accomplice to supervillain. Well, again, there's not much I know about this Electro, but even though we finally got a girl who takes on the role of Electro, and I can see if this was some form of a multiverse story, if there was some Spider-Verse going on, and there was a different alternate reality where whoever is Spider-Man or Spider-Woman or whoever, and we have Francine Frye as Electro, I could see that. I just hope this is not like in the main Marvel universe, that being Earth 616, that the entire Marvel universe is. So if this takes place in some type of multiverse, I can buy into this. Now, but I was just skeptical of getting this Francine Frye Electro, since I've heard of this figure and I've saw this a couple of times. I got it, I saw it at GameStop a few times. I've seen this at Walmart a few times in the last couple of weeks, but I got this off of Amazon for about $24.99, free shipping with my Prime subscription when I got her. But I first spotted this Francine Frye Electro when I was at GameStop, though, and I was really skeptical of getting this. So the figures that she's a part of is from this wave of the some of the following Spider-Man Marvel Legends that she's from. So I already got Francine Frye Electro, but though there is Spider-Man Unlimited, not a fan of that version. Agent Venom, Flash Thompson, Spider-Boy. Okay, who the hell is Spider-Boy? Then you got Kane and Chameleon. Now, when I was at GameStop, I have seen plenty of Francine Frye, and I've seen plenty of Chameleon in the pegs, and Spider-Man Unlimited from that Spider-Man cartoon that I do not care to speak of. But though, if I ever do get that figure just to complete that wave, but I'm still not going to be a fan regardless, because I never was a fan of that cartoon back in the day. My Spider-Man cartoon growing up in the 90s will always be the 90s, 1994 to 1998 Spider-Man, the animated series. So with that further away, let's take a look at Francine and whatever she has going for her, even though she is no Max Dillion. Okay, so now we have Electro Francine Frye edition out of the package. This is going to be a really quick review because I already have her posing for display, especially for the thumbnail for the video. Is just these interchangeable hands and the lightning effect pieces, especially the electric effect pieces, which I will talk to in a second. So you have these balled fists. So unless if you want to change her hands from when she's like this, like she want to zap you, to just your balled fist, you can have those below. Let's put those little fists out of the way for a moment. Now let's take a look at Electro okay, Lady Electro with the lightning effect pieces in hand and the figure herself. And these lightning effect pieces are holy crap. I think Hasbro really went all in on these effect pieces, although you can't really see the effects very well given the, well, okay, well, if I put my phone around so you can get some translucence of the lighting. So this is how it would look unless you want to take some LED lights to make it look like she want to zap you and then like zap Spider-Man or, you know, Spider-Gwen or whoever, Miles Morales, anybody in the, you know, that's a part of the Spider Society. And then you can have those effects make it look like she want to zap, you know, any Spider-Man or Spider-Woman out there. So, or any Spider person. And I really do like these effect pieces, and they kind of remind me a lot of those lightning effect pieces I usually get for my Power Rangers Lightning Collection figures. But this is just a first for me to have that for a Spider-Man villain figure, and especially my very first Electro of sorts. You know, whether it be Max Dillion or anybody not Max Dillion who bears the name of Electro and has the suit and all. And I really do like those effect pieces because these are just further on stunning. So there you have it. Just taking a little photo just to post for social media real quick. Okay, so we take the effect pieces out and we take a look at how her figure looks. Her figure is pretty darn good, although like any other Marvel Legends I have right now, it's pretty sturdy, but I think they actually made her look really vibrant in color, especially how the camera's picking up on her. And I really do like how she comes off, and oh my god, look at the bulge in her ass. Holy crap. I do like the amount of green and black and, well, but just all that yellow just makes her so bright. Because of course Electro always had a bright yellow and green outfit, but Francine Frye Electro has black with the green and yellow, but you know, traditional Electro, that being Max Dillion in most Spider-Man comics, he always had green and yellow, but I'm not so sure if there were versions where he had black to his outfit usually, because a lot of the time Max Dillion would have just green and blue, and then there will be times like even like the Ultimate Spider-Man version from the Marvel Ultimates comics where